Oh. Greetings everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Tifara and today we're gonna have a nice little chat. We're gonna talk about the thing that shall not be mentioned because they're censoring people's videos and so on, so you can't mention certain things in the video. I don't know, maybe they want valuable information to get out to other people. I don't know what the reason is, but anyway, we're not gonna mention it, but you know what I'm talking about. So this video is gonna be about giving you tips and basically just having conversations about the thing and how we can really navigate through this. I mean, what's really going on, what my thoughts are, what my confusions are about it, because I am confused about a lot of things. I do have a lot of questions. And I know that a lot of other people feel the same way, or even probably worse. A lot of us are just panicking. A lot of us feel nothing but fear at this time. So it's good now for us to come out and you know, kind of push against that, you know, come out with the positivity and come out with the energy of love and, you know, something that is going to fight against that and push back against that. Before I go forward, let me just mention this. My headband. Shout out to Katie Pink's Designs. She's on Instagram. She makes these beautiful headbands and head wraps, and she makes satin scarves as well, satin bonnets. You can use, there's a couple of them. I'm gonna do another video completely about it. I'm gonna do a nighttime routine video that's gonna feature her products, and I'm also gonna do a get ready with me that's gonna feature her products as well. So you guys should stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to do a video about her products because she's only 23 years old, really young, you know, Empress. And I was just really moved when I saw her. You know, we kind of, how did we come across each other? On Instagram, yes, but we got to talking and then I met with her and I realized that she was only 23. And she makes these products. She sells them in Fontana Pharmacy and Monarch Pharmacy, and I'm sure she can ship abroad as well if you want. And the quality of the products, and she told me that she learned how to sew through YouTube. Like, really inspiring. And you know, I love to see young people taking up entrepreneurship and in such a creative way. So yeah, shout outs to my headband today. I love the print because it gives me this kind of it's a leaf print and I love leaves. It's like, okay girl, you are picking up my energy. This is me. I'm gonna leave her Instagram or put it somewhere here so you guys can just go and check her out. Okay, so back to the thing. So I think it's interesting that, you know, this, I said it. It's interesting that this thing has come now, just, you know, in the 3rd month into the year. Well, for us, because the Chinese have been dealing with it since what, January, February. So it just got to our side, and it's just so interesting that we started the year, all of us, every one of us. I mean, who wasn't on a high for 2020, the beginning of 2020? We were all like extremely positive, just doing all the work that we need to do, feeling like we're pushing through, everybody feeling like they're having a breakthrough, you know. The air was just really high. It was high energy, and I mean, it was coming from every single corner of the planet, I think. And so to know that we're met with this kind of negative energy right now is just really puzzling. And then on top of it, in the middle of it, for me, I lost a friend. You know, my friend was killed just a couple of days ago, and that was a lot for me to process. I'm still processing it, you know, but it's just a lot of things that are happening that you really have to just question, what is this? Is this a spiritual war that we're fighting now? It's more than physical, you know. And so we have to reach inside of ourselves and find the answers, you know, because all the answers are within, it's not external. So I get a lot of questions because, you know, people know I don't share as much as I used to, because I don't feel like people appreciate information enough. And sometimes when you share good information, you feel like it's wasted energy. But I mean, it's not, because there's always 1 and 2 persons who really appreciate it and will pick it up and actually make use of it. But the majority, they scroll past it because they're just looking for something to fill their eyes for the moment, but not really anything really edifying. So I don't share as much, and I'm sure most of you know that I'm into herbs, and I love herbs, and I love herbal healing, and I love everything that plants and herbs give to us humans, and which is healing. It's physical healing and spiritual healing. So yeah, it's funny that I started a raw food fast with my friend Asha from Sister Rooms. She and I started a raw food challenge together. She's going 90 days and I'm going 30 days, but I think I may just end up going beyond 30 days. But we started that. We thought about it from, I think it was in January. She said she wasn't quite ready yet, so give her some time. So I said, okay, well, let me just make a herbal medicine in the meantime. So which was funny. I had some white rum and I made a tincture, and I used some of my favorite herbs, some of my favorite healing herbs, some of my favorite herbs that are good for the immune system, some that are good for cleansing, you know. So I made that tincture, so I have that now. I should actually get it so I can show you. This is it. I used some out of it already, so it's gone down a little bit, but it's white rum and some really amazing herbs that's in there. I can't remember right now all of them. I wrote them down on the day that I made this. So I have used it. I use a couple tablespoons. I just shot it sometimes, or I put it in my sea moss smoothie. It smells, it's so funny when I first smell it, because this is my first time making a tincture, and oh this is my first time making a tincture. So when I first smell it, when I open it and smell it, I was like, wow, this thing smells like cough medicine, like for real. You know what it smells like more than anything? Feral. Yeah, it smells exactly. No, it's coming back to me, because I really, when I first smell it, I was like, yo, this smell like medicine, like cough medicine. Now smelling it, it smells like feral. I have to figure out what is in feral, but I'm sure it's some kind of herb medicine. It's all herbs in it, because it's dark just like this too. So it's like amazing that a few weeks ago I just decided that I'm gonna make this, and now I have it to use now that the thing is here in Jamaica, and you know, to use while I'm on my fast. I kind of have my own process, and you know, I do my own research for myself, because I know myself, I know my body, and I know what I want. So I don't really want to recommend anything to anybody necessarily. I don't know exactly what you're going through, or what you want, or what if you have any pre-existing conditions, if you're on any medications, because people take herbs lightly and think that, oh, it's nothing, you know, you can just have a cup of tea. But no, a cup of tea can be really detrimental if you're on certain meds, depending on what herb it is. So I'm really kind of, you know, about giving advice like that. And while I'm not highly educated on herbs. I do read a lot about them, and I know more than the average person. So I know how to help myself with them. So I really didn't want to put out any information out there. I mean, I slowly share what I know and what, just like little things to encourage people to go out and do their own research and learn for themselves, which is what I would prefer. But I do have something for you. And since I got a couple questions on social media asking, well, what do we do? How can we, what's the solution right now? And I've been sharing, like I usually do, eat your fruits and your vegetables. And I've always said sea moss is an incredible plant. It's a seaweed, and it's full of minerals and vitamins, and everything that you need is in sea moss. Literally, you can function off sea moss alone and get all that you need to get. Really, it's an amazing plant, and we don't use it enough. People don't talk about it enough. At least people in a certain community, talk about it, but the knowledge of sea moss isn't. We heard it a lot last year. There was a running joke that the most overused word for 2019 was sea moss, but people didn't realize that's in our community of people who are like us, who think like us, who live like us, who would have heard it as much, but others no, not so much. So we still have to talk about it. I did a video on how to make a sorrel and sea moss juice. If you guys want to go back and check it out and try it yourself, get yourself some sea moss. Now is a good time to get sea moss because it's gonna be food that you can keep. It's not gonna spoil. You can feed yourself just on sea moss in case there is a crisis, in case there is an apocalypse or something, or if there is something that happens that is out of our control. Just in case, I think sea moss is a good thing to have and hide away. If you don't want to eat it now, you can save it and have it for just in case. It's funny that this is happening because I dated somebody who was like that. He was obsessed with making sure that he had this and that, and always thinking about in case of something happening. And it was just always weird to me. I'm like, in case of what happening? Like what? Like World War III or something, he's just like, anything, you never know when something is gonna happen where we have to isolate ourselves, and we need to make sure that we have the necessities. And it's just now really coming clear to me that this is a thing. This is really a thing, that we need to prepare ourselves for. And I learned something new on YouTube called prepping. That's new to me. Never knew about that. Didn't even know there was a prepping community. So every day you learn. So anyway, going back now to these, which is what the video is about today. It's about I health and nutrition. My answer to the questions that I get about, okay, what now? What do we do now? Or people who are looking to see if I'm going to share any information about what can we do. First of all, eat up your fruits and vegetables as much as you can right now. Drink a lot of water. Keep yourself hydrated. Coconut water is best if you can get it. Sea moss, again, get as much sea moss as you can. I know downtown is closed now, but I mean, if you go on the countryside, I'm sure you can find some brother by the sea that is selling some sea moss. The next thing is to go to your herbs. Go to your herbs. But I know many of you don't know how to help yourself with herbs. So the easiest thing that I thought of was the I health and nutrition herb drinks. Now let me tell you about this story time. So a couple months ago, my friend McDaniel, her friend from Savlamar, came up to Kingston. It's a good brethren of ours. And so he was staying by his friend not far from where we live. So him said, come over, come link us and so on. And so we went over there and we're there chatting and whatever. And then so him asked me if I want a drink. So, which is alcohol. So I said, no, I want alcohol. I don't really drink like that. So he said, no, I don't want alcohol. So him say, you want a shot of this? So him take up one of the bottles of this. And him say, you want a shot of this? So I look on it and I say, alright, this look like something that I could drink. It's a herbal drink, so I'm not afraid of herbs. So I was like, yeah. So I open it, him pour some in a little cup, in a little glass, and him say, no, but I think about it, just chug it. So I say, alright, chug it. When I chug it, I say a piece of fire lick my throat. Right down into my stomach. It was hot, peppery. So I was like, yo, what is cayenne pepper? Must be in there. For sure cayenne pepper is in there. So I looked through the ingredients, and in the ingredients it said golden seal, cayenne pepper, slippery elm, red clover, burdock, dandelion, ginseng, chamomile, echinacea, sarsaparilla, and other natural herbs and spices. So right then and there I was sold. I was like, whoa, yo, this herb list is it. Because some of these herbs are actually in my tincture. So I was like, yo, I've never seen this before. I've never seen any herb drink out there. And I'm sure there are other herb drinks out there. But I mean a nice one that's properly bottled and labeled with all of the information on it. I've never really seen it. So I was really like impressed right away, and I was like, yo, I need to find this. Where can I get this? But then there was the other one. I didn't actually get a shot of this. This one is the colon cleanse, and this one is the bitters. And this one has aloe vera, rice bitter, tuna, golden seal, and other herbs and spices. So this one, is bitter for sure, but it's a good colon cleanse. You're supposed to have it before you go to bed. So then I guess when you get up in the morning, you have a really good bowel movement. So these are things that are essential right now. So you're cleansing, detoxing your organs, detoxing your liver and your kidneys, cleansing your colon right now. So supporting your immune system, supporting your digestive system. What other system is supporting? All of them right now is a good thing. So these herbs are gonna help you. So story time again. How did I come by these? Yesterday I got contacted by Empress Elise Kelly. She's from Irie FM. So she got in contact with me on Facebook, and this was through another friend's Facebook. I'm telling you, my ancestors they work for me, and I give back to them, because that's what we do. So she messaged me and told me she wanted some products. I really didn't know if I was to just give her free products, or maybe she wanted to support or whatever. So I said, okay, you know what, I'll send her an invoice, and then I'll just slip a free product in there or whatever. So I wasn't sure if she really was genuinely interested in buying the product, or there was a particular reason. She never really expressed it. So I just said, okay, let me send her an invoice, and then I asked my friend as well, and he said, well, she's the type of person I think would want to support a young entrepreneur and so on. So I said, okay, well, all right, fine. So I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna deliver this myself. I'm going down to Ocherius, to Irie FM, to deliver it to her. So I went down there, and they weren't even letting anybody in. The guard was telling me that, she's not seeing anybody. So I said, okay, well, can you tell her that Trapiki is here to see her? So he went and told her that I was out there, and so he let me in. So when I went in, she was in the yard, in the Irie FM yard. There was somebody else there with her, and he had locks, you know. I wasn't sure if he was an artist or maybe he was somebody from Irie FM or what. I wasn't sure. So I just said hello and whatever, and then I gave her the products, and then we talked for a little bit. And then she said to me, oh, we're talking, I don't remember how the conversation transitioned to him, but it did. And then she said, tell her about your products. I said, I looked at him and I said, yes, tell me about your products. So he started well, she got ahead of him and started saying that, you know, oh, it's herb drinks and, you know, all these amazing herbs and whatever. So I said, hold on, are you talking about the cure all? So she's like, yes. And I'm looking at him like, oh my gosh, you know, it's funny, I got introduced to this product, and I was saying I need to find you, and I need to find where it is located in Kingston, where it's available in Kingston. I was just like, wow, what an amazing coincidence. And I even thought about it when this whole thing came around. I was like, yo, this would be good to push to people right now. So I was like, yo, look how the universe work in synchronicity, because look how I end up here at Irie FM with Empress Elise and Ises. His name is Ises, and Ises and you know, here he is, and same time him just reaching out the box and take up one bottle each and give to me. And I was like, wow, again, my ancestors at work. It was meant to be, it was supposed to happen. We're supposed to meet, and we're supposed to meet that way. Then we had a long conversation, and then so he's like extremely knowledgeable about herbs and also the body and how it works and how the herbs impact our body and all of that. So I mean, we had a long conversation, and he was getting into it, and Empress Elise had to stop him and say, hold it because she has a show called Soul to Soul on Irie FM, I believe, but I'm gonna double check the exact time. I think it's 12 to 2. But he's gonna be on the show on Thursday coming. So you guys should definitely tune in to hear what he has to say, because he gave me a piece of what he has to talk about, and you want to hear it. The show starts at 12 noon on Thursday, Soul to Soul on Irie FM. So tune in to hear what King Ises has to say about his herbal remedies and also this thing and how we can fight it as a community. This one is called Cure All. I should get it closer to the camera. I'm like hiding it from you. This one is called Cure All. So it's I&I Health and Wellness, and I'm gonna tell you where you can get it, but you can find him on Instagram. I see where it's available a lot of places in the UK. Through his Instagram I could see that, right? So you have the Cure All and the Colon Cleanse, and I'm gonna tell you where in Kingston they're available. That's at Waltham Pharmacy, Victoria's Pharmacy Downtown, and it's also available at Town Center Pharmacy in Spanish Town. I think that's Spanish Town Center, I think it's called. In Montego Bay, it's available at Royal Pharmacy, and that's in Fairview Mall. It's also available at Rosie Crafts and Herbal Center in Montego Bay. That's at the Blue Diamond Plaza. And it's also available at Root House on Hart Street. So those are the two places I know of in Kingston and Montego Bay. His base is in Old Harbor though. So if you're in that area, you can also find him. Just go on his Instagram page, and all of the information about where he is and where else you might be able to get it is available. Where you can get it in the UK, because it seems as if a lot of places have it. So it's gone down a little bit, because when I came back yesterday, I stopped by my parents' house, and both of them and my brother, I immediately gave them a shot of each of them. Well, not each of them. My father took this one, and my brother and my mother took this one. So I was just really excited yesterday. I was really excited and really happy. As I said, herbs make me happy. I love herbs because they are so healing. It is not a joke when Rasta always did I tell you, say, herb is the healing of a nation, which is written on this. Herb is the healing of a nation, and people think so them they just did a talk about ganja, and ganja is an amazing healing herb as well, but it's not the only one, you know, that we're blessed with. So those are my solutions, guys. And also another solution is don't feed into the fear. Don't panic. Don't lose your mind. You know, we're still masters of our own destiny. We're still in control. So we can fight this thing with our energies. Fight this thing with love. Fight this thing without doubt. And a knowing that we're gonna be okay. So still take care of yourself. Get out into the sun, which I think I'm gonna do after this. Get out into the sun and feed your melanin, you know. Get a charge. The vitamin D is good for you, and it's good for your immune system. So get out there and get some sun. I don't know why they told us that we're to run from the sun. It's the worst thing that they could ever have told us. The worst lie they could have ever told us. One of, at least. They told us many really bad lies. But get into the sun and let the sun feed you, just like it feeds the plants and the other animals and the minerals. Exercise, you know, do some yoga. Janine gave some really good advice on her page this morning, you know. Do some exercises, do some yoga, you know, go on YouTube. It's time that you can use to do so many things, you know. Do some self-care, give yourself a facial, wash your hair, oil your scalp, do your nails, you know. There are so many things that you can use the time to do instead of feeding into the fear and what is going on mainstream media, and you know what the videos that everybody is sending into your WhatsApp, that's only to feed you with fear and make you feel scared. Just avoid those things, and yeah, stay light. So you guys take care until the next video. I'll leave all of the information in the description box, so you can just easily click to wherever it is that I mentioned in the video. So yeah, you guys take care of yourself, and we will link up in the next video. All right, bye guys. Okay guys, this is hours later and the light is going, but I'm just gonna quickly add this, that King Ises Vegetable Cuisine, they have a detox program, and I know they use a lot of sea moss, I know they use a lot of herbs, and I know that they do alkaline, mostly alkaline foods. So if you want to start a detox, if you want help with putting your diet together, you want help with eating better, you want help with healing from any illnesses, check King Ises Vegetable Cuisine. They can help you with that. Also, I'm joining a fast. I don't really want to share too much about it because I've never done a fast with this group before. I don't want to publicly share it, you know, because I'm using myself as a guinea pig to find out how, you know, how well or how good. Sorry about the noise, the windows are open now, so you're gonna get a lot of noise from outside. But yeah, I don't know, I don't want to share it with you guys yet until I have really tested it myself and say, okay, these people know what they're doing. Even though it looks really good to me, I just don't want to do that yet. But if you're really interested, if you're really curious, send me a private message. You can send it to me on Instagram, and I will share all of the information about this particular fast with you. I think it's gonna be a 7-day fast, so and I think it's gonna be a pretty good one too, and a lot of good information as well. So if you guys want to join it, please send me a DM on Instagram. That's I am Tifara on Instagram. What was the last thing I wanted to share? There was something else. There was something else with regards to diet and herbs. Was it? Boy, I don't remember. But if it come to me again, I forgot just put it in the description box for you guys. But I knew there was something else. Anyway, later guys.